This is Sam reporting live for nerdcaliber.com, and I'm here with
Cesar Feliciano.
And how are you today, sir?
Pretty good, thanks.
Excellent. Now, we're here at the Northeast Comic Con, and obviously you're one of the presenters. For our fans at home, why are you here today? What are you here to support today?
Well, I'm an artist, comic artist, and I've been in the industry for, say, about 13 years or so. I started off doing small horror anthologies for a small press, and pretty much been working in the independent market. I was an inker for DC Comics on Suicide Squad, as assisting Bob Lewis. And since then, I decided, I want to try penciling. So I've been working on that for a few years now. I've been published in Captain's Jolting Tales, and also One Shot Press with Innovators, and was an inker on some of Dark Moon Productions books. Also, I've done my most recent project was Sonia Sotomayor for Female Forces for Bluewater Comics. I did pencils and inks on that issue. Currently, I'm working on Ripperman for Arcana Comics.
What's that like?
Well, Ripperman is kind of cool. It takes into account a lot of stuff that's popular right now. There's zombies, there's demons, and then the antagonist is the devil. Okay.
Interesting.
And the protagonist is Ripperman. Ripperman happens to be a blend of a purely innocent soul of a child that was murdered, and the evil soul of a killer. And what's happening is Ripperman is trying to come to grips with his duality and trying to be good and trying to figure out how that's like. And basically what he is the killer of killers. So he comes after you before you commit a crime, lets you see what you're about to do, and lets you decide if you want to go through with that.
Interesting. What's it like working for these big labels like DC and?
Yeah, well, it's good, in the sense that when you work with them, you get some good name recognition, that sort of thing. They're able to pay you better rates. The thing that's missing is the personal touch, because they have a formula, and this is the formula. This is what you have to go by. And there's not really a lot of wiggle room for too much creativity of your own. Things have changed over the years with Images, big thing back in the early 90s, but it hasn't changed that much.
Now, what got you into comic books originally?
Well, hey, listen, like all of us, we like comics, and I grew up reading them. I grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons, and I always remember doodling and drawing and stuff like that, and I can always imagine myself saying, I could draw those cartoons on TV, and
excellent.
Reading comics and stuff. I probably drove my mom nuts because I used to paint like on the windows and draw on furniture and stuff
very good,
like
very good.
that.
What would you say your main influences are?
They're kind of varied. Back in the early 80s, I was really into the whole Filipino artist movement with Nestor Redondo and Rudy Nebrez and Tony DeZuniga and those guys. I really like those guys. John Buscema was a big influence of mine. Like every other comic artist, Frank Frazetta, God bless his soul, was a big influence as well. And then one of my contemporaries, Jim Lee, influenced a lot of some of the stylistic things that I do, and so even a guy like Rob Liefeld, who a lot of people pan, but he had his own little quirks that are still working today. So I kind of try to take a little bit from everything. I study some fine art as well,
excellent,
and that sort of thing. So I try not to pigeonhole myself.
Excellent. One last question: what would be your favorite comic book of all time?
Well, you know what? My favorite comic book, and what I would consider to be a dream job for me, would be two team books. I would love to be an artist on Justice League, because I just like their comic, and I like team books. And I do a lot of single character stuff, but I can draw team books, and I really enjoy it. And the other one would be Avengers. Those would be the two that I would really love to do.
I have to say that I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Now, do you have anything coming up soon? Like any new projects that you're working on? Or?
The thing that I have coming up would probably be the Ripper Man, and I'm still working on that. Here's one of the pages from that. That's probably not going to come out until, I would say, February of next year. Penciling is a long process, and then getting everything done and put out, and I put a lot of detail into my work, so it kind of slows me down a little bit, but, I'm usually pretty satisfied, so is the publisher.
Cool. Is there any place that our fans can go and find you online?
Yeah, you can go. You can check me out on Facebook at just look up Cesar Feliciano. I also have a Twitter account under the same name. You can check me out on DeviantArt, and pretty much that's it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
This is Sam signing off for NerdCaliber.com.